Hey guys, Will or Lolio here, and the big news of this week is that the Warlords of Draenor alpha test has finally began. Now they announced this way back in April, and I made a video on it, but really it seems they've only started sending out invites on June 4th. Now we're still in the friends and family phase, meaning that fan sites, big YouTubers, streamers, those are really the only guys who are currently playing it. So that means I'm not in yet, but there's been a lot of information coming out, but not a lot of new stuff surprisingly. Currently only Frostfire is available for testing, you can't even play Alliance. So really, there's not a lot different from at BlizzCon or at PAX. I mean there's some different stuff, right? They definitely changed the quest flow a bit since BlizzCon, but at PAX it's pretty similar. We've already seen people run through Frostfire quite a bit already, so not a lot of big changes. But what I want to talk about is a few details that people might have missed that actually aren't located on Draenor at all. So first off, some low-level dungeons have received updates. So Blackfathom Deeps, Razorfen Crawl, and Razorfen Downs have all seen pretty dramatic changes. Now they're not making these level 100 dungeons or like heroics like Deadmines or Shadowfang Keep as far as we know. They're still low level. It's more similar to the Ragefire Chasm update in Pandaria, which was unannounced and just kind of there. So Blackfathom Deeps is the most changed. It has the same layout but new mobs and bosses. The Naga have been entirely removed. The Twilight's Hammer is the new main villain there. They were already there before, but now they're the major force. Murlocs in the dungeon have been changed to use the Cataclysm Bashir model, which definitely looks a lot better than the old vanilla model. The first boss, Gamura, has been turned into a Pandaria dragon turtle, but a new mob, his son, allows you to still tame the old unique model, because I know that was a concern for some people. They really liked his old model, which I believe he's the only turtle that had that skin. So there's a lot of old god references in this dungeon, of course the Twilight's Hammer being the main villain. They're trying to summon Akumai, the Hydra, the last boss from the original dungeon. Now here, he is still the last boss, but he looks considerably different, right? He's no longer a Hydra, he uses the Megara head model, and Azumat tentacles kind of pop up throughout the instance, and they say they're the tentacles of Akumai. So it's kind of like you never see his real body, you only see his head and the tentacles throughout the instance. Overall, it retains the feel of the old one, I think, with old gods and the Twilight's Hammer, but it seems more up to date. Currently, it drops all of the old loot, which will likely change. I mean, every other dungeon they've updated has gotten a new set of loot, and they've removed a lot of the old stuff. So if there's any PoEs in there, I don't know if there are or not, or if there's any cool, unique models for gear in there that you want, I recommend doing the dungeon before the changes in that case. Razorfen Crawl is less changed. Again, same layout, new bosses. Basically here, the Quilboar are using Cataclysm and Wrath weapons, and there's more spell effects. They tried to make it look a little better, but they still used the old Quilboar model, which in my opinion has always looked really terrible, like it came straight out of Warcraft 3 or something. Razorfen Downs has gotten similar changes, but is currently bugged so no one can advance past the first boss. I think it's interesting that they would update these dungeons kinda out of the blue. Some say it's foreshadowing, mainly Blackfathom Deeps, of an old god expansion, similar to how the Ragefire Chasm update foreshadowed Siege of Orgrimmar. It does seem a little bit out of place to update these and not give them max level versions, but personally I'm expecting the time walking system to come out sometime in Warlords of Draenor anyway, so my guess is they're kind of more concerned with fixing that system and kind of doing the reward system for that, because they say the tech is already in, so my guess is they're working on that and more concerned with that than making these max level right now. In other news, we now know what at least part of WoW's 10th anniversary is going to be. So for the 4th and 5th anniversaries, we received pets, the baby blizzard bear and the Onyxian whelpling, and people really liked those. But since then, we haven't really gotten much. For the 6th anniversary, we got nothing. For the 7th, 8th, and 9th, we received a tabard with an experience and rep bonus, and a letter that told us to kill Deathwing during Pandaria. Now this time, it seems we're getting a pet again, based on the most notorious NPC in WoW ever, Hogger. I think it's a nice little tribute, right? It's something for the fans who remember Hogger back in Vanilla when he was a beast, and I mean they already did something with him. They made him the final boss of Stormwind Stockade back in Cataclysm, I think. But it's just a nice tribute. He's one of the most famous NPCs overall, especially for Alliance players. Horde guys have Gammon, but overall he's pretty well known. Currently the pet uses the same model as Hogger, which is okay, but I kinda hope that he gets a new model. I mean, it's the old vanilla null model, which looks pretty bad, but at the same time, that's how Hogger has looked for 10 years, so I guess it's okay. In any case, it's much better than the fucking tabard again. Anyway, that's all from me for now. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.